Alright, we are back with another Lego gun review, but before I get into that, I'm going to have to put out a quick disclaimer. I have work tomorrow at 11, so don't expect any live streaming or anything like that from me tomorrow. I'm going to work from 11 to 6:30, and then I believe I don't get off until like next Friday-ish, possibly, who knows. The other disclaimer that I need to put down is that OBS is acting funny lately. If I minimize OBS, my entire screen freezes and doesn't do anything, and then I have constant issues throughout the rest of the video where it's literally just staring at that one screen. All like another hour worth of work that I put into the Dingo was literally the screen staying still the entire hour. I just did and tried to do like an hour-long Minecraft survival video, and all of it was just staring at the menu screen. So hopefully, the test that I just did stays true in this video because I'm about to do a review on this gun that I built a while back. And basically, what I did was I just left OBS like it is right here, and it worked. But I don't know. I can't really tell if it's working or not until like the end of the video and when I look through it. So anywho, without further ado, let's introduce to you guys the R8 Revolver, more properly seen in the CS:GO franchise of video games, the newest gun added into that video game. If this looks familiar in some way, shape, or form, that is probably because it is my different usernames R8 Revolver. I basically took a look at his Facebook page, my different usernames Facebook page. He has all sorts of different images of the R8 Revolver on that Facebook page, and I simply used that to design and build a knockoff R8 Revolver with, of course, upgrades to it that I deem to be a little bit more realistic to the entire model. Basically the same thing I did with his Executioner. As of lately, I just wanted to take his original design concept and add a few different features back into it that make it a little bit more realistic, and that usually involves doing the reloadable cylinder, which is which I was able to do here. So the first shout out goes to my different username because this is his base R8. The second shout out goes to Extreme Guns, or Caro, if you want to call him that, because Caro basically did, or not really did, but inspired me to do this entire section. When I took a look at my different usernames R8, all I saw was the cylinder come out and not this rod right here, and this rod helps you eject the spent casings afterwards, after you shoot them. But then I looked up a realistic picture after watching Caro's video of his R8, and I realized that there's a rod right here coming through it, and that's something I needed to add. Something else that I probably should have added, but I'm not because I'm a little bit lazy, that Caro added and I didn't, is the cylinder release, which goes right about here where this little square juts out. And then something really cool that Caro did was he actually did a ratcheting hammer and trigger system so that you can pull the hammer back and then pull the trigger and it shoots, and it's really cool. That's something that I did not do, but yeah, so I just wanted to give those two quick shout outs, and this is a rendered image. I had to use blue render instead of Pavre. I wasn't even going to try using Pavre for this. Pavre's been acting up fairly bad lately, so yeah, I wasn't going to try to use it. So here it is in LDD itself. You can see the yellow of the bullet sitting in there. And this is a fairly awesome model. I'm really happy with the way that this model turned out. But yeah, we're going to start with the grip. Grip, pretty basic. I didn't change my different usernames design at all. It's the 4 studs wide with the offset stud on all these corners so that it's a little bit more comfortable to hold. Trigger guard, nothing changed here. Trigger, nothing changed as well. It's the semi-working one that you can pull, but you have to manually reset yourself. Things kind of change right about this area. So the hammer, nothing really changed there. It's the hammer that my different username used. This back sloping curve, nothing changed there. But where things do start to change is right through here. Basically, something that I kind of don't like about using this piece right here, these cylinder pieces that I used, is the bounding box makes it seem like there's a collision between this gap right here and right here. So if I bring this piece out, you can see that these two studs are open here and that there's enough room to fit a plate piece in there, but I can't do it because it hits the black piece to the right of it, right there. You can see it clipping into one another, which is fairly annoying because in real life, that really doesn't matter at all. This is like an LDD issue only. So I had to change up how this back area kind of works and use these plates right here on this central point. And they sit in there and they close it off, and they basically just help to kind of smooth it out so that basically what you don't see is just this, because if I didn't do those plate pieces, all you would see is like this giant opening, and that would completely ruin the look of the Revolver. Another few changes is that this front area, instead of being 2 studs, is actually 3 studs. And the reason to do that is because at that point then I could put in this arm that centered the cylinder, because you can see the cylinder is centered on both sides as it should be. The cylinder itself, if I can find the piece that it takes on, is 360-degree rotatable, while inside the weapon itself. And as we back it all up, you can take and rotate the cylinder out of the weapon itself so that you can expose the reloadable function, which is really awesome, because you can grab these bullets here and pull them out. Pretty basic bullets, nothing really special about these, but at the same time, it's something that my different usernames lacked, and that's something that I wanted to work on. So you can see the inside of the cylinders here. Put it back in. You can see all the different types of fuckery happening right here. There's a lot of different things happening right here, too complicated to really talk about. And then you can close the cylinder back up into the gun. So yeah, this is 3 studs, advised or adverse to the 2 studs that this is down here. Something that I was contemplating doing is actually just making this entire lower frame 3 studs instead of leaving it the 2 studs like it is now. That's something that I'm still contemplating. As you can see up here, we have the 1 stud wide kind of support for this beam right through here. And then we have this right here, which I believe is a rail section. And then this up here, which is also a rail section. Some barrel details, front sight, rear sight, which you can't really use because of the rail. So that's kind of a flaw of the R8, but that's whatever. You don't really use iron sights in CSGO anyways, so it doesn't really matter. So yeah, this is the R8 Revolver and all of its glory. If you ever want to duel wield it, pretty simple. You just grab out 2 of them. Boom, now you can dual wield R8s. So if you want to kind of first person dual wield, we'll take and we'll pull this one out to the side just a little bit. So yeah, dual wielding R8s, Lego R8s, is fairly simple. You can walk back and forth with them. And then to shoot them, you can shoot. So yeah, you have 8 shots, and then you have to reload the cylinders. So you can just take in, boom, pop 1 cylinder out, grab the bullets, reload the bullets, and then pop the cylinder back in, and then you can shoot another 8 more times. Walk around just a little bit more. Yeah, I'm still really bad at doing the whole first-person shooting thing, but I was requested to do it more, so I'm going to try to do it more. So yeah, Those are the R8 revolvers from Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Again, not my design, my different usernames design, inspired a little bit by Extreme Guns. So yeah, see you guys later in another YouTube video. Thanks so much for watching. Remember to comment, rate, and subscribe for more videos similar to this one. See you later.